And game. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we're into the game. I've done a little bit of playing, but I haven't got to do a whole lot in between last week and this week, because I've been very busy with real life stuff. So anyway,
Welcome back,
let's go ahead and take a look. So I did do a couple other races, and I got some of the rare cars. Let's see, what was it this time? I can't remember if it was the Volkswagen. It wasn't. Oh, it was the Celica. That's one of the new ones for this month's or this week's Forza Horizon event thing. And then the other one we got last night was, oh no, it was the Celica that we got last night. I can't remember what the other car was. The one we can get another Centenario, I guess, if we finish the third one. I honestly don't remember what that last one was. Oh, it was a BMW. So one of the other ones, as long as you beat them on, it was the M5. As long as you beat the seasonal, we're in autumn right now. As long as you beat the seasonal thing, you get, there's 3 different ones where you get 3 different cars. But yeah, that's what's going on. But today, I figure, well, let's try something. I haven't tried these before, so we'll have to see how these go. I've got my Subaru out, and we're going to try taking on the Gauntlet. I think this is the culmination of all the other races. So this should be one of the most difficult races overall, I believe. Or is it just super long? It's super long, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, that's like the championship of the game. So let's go ahead and, if I can manage to get, I can't get onto the house. There we go. Just going to fast travel over there. Makes it a little bit easier. Although, my friend pointed out that every time you fast travel, you know, it uses quite a bit of money. It's usually about half of how much you make per race, so doing it a lot, not a great idea. But
in 100 yards, turn right.
I tried to turn down the sound to make sure you can hear me better. In fact, I may need to do a little bit more now that I think about it. Just because that engine is pretty loud on this car. Let's see, audio. Turn down the sound effects a little bit more. Oh, it was the car volume. That was what was super loud. Okay. Hopefully that will fix that. Because my buddy said it was a little bit loud. Where you couldn't hear me talking. That sounds a little bit better. So just let me know in chat if you're still having problems hearing me as I'm talking. And I will make that change. I can't. I've boosted my mic as much as possible. So it's all up to turning down the main volume, basically. And then in the and then turning down the volume.
You have arrived at your destination.
Inside the software too. All right. Here we go. We'll be using our Subaru Legacy. This is definitely one of my favorite cars. I've got a Mitsubishi kind of set up similar, but it's a rank B. Because one of the seasonal races you had to have a rank B retro rally. It's considered a rank A retro rally. So, difficulty settings. Let's turn it down for the first time we go through this. Yeah, me and my buddy were playing last night, and it's pretty crazy when you have it on people. Alright, let's give it a go. Back there's my buddy right there, just saw a fox. Something. It's a super long sprint race. Let's see how well we do. Sliding a little bit too much. got it. Okay. Yeah, I tend to drift around corners. I think that may be losing some speed. Ow. That was hot. Landing there. But we're not too far behind, so we should be able to catch up. It's definitely one of my favorite. See, I think it does slow me down some. Y'all can always watch this on YouTube later at your own game. There we go. Now we'll be able to catch up to them. So I think I've got a slightly higher top speed than most cars. Yeah, we're only 13% done. And now we are in second place. That's how I usually end up getting into first, because I use other cars as backstops. Oh, too far. But I was able to block him. Almost. Yeah, that's gonna be my problem. I tend to fishtail a little bit. I'm going up against really hot. Alright. That's fun. Yeah, this is one of my favorite courses of the map. The dirt rally area. Or the mud rally. I hope they have a we recovered them. I think I was a little bit out ahead. The mud rally area would be great for some of the modified equipment. I don't think I really had to drift that much, because now they're coming up behind me. So yeah, that's my problem. Drifting allows them to catch up. That was for. Because it's hard for me to read and brace at the same time. Barely able to stay out of these guys. When we hit the wall, it definitely takes out some of our speed, so try to avoid doing that. One of those do as I say, not as I do kind of feels. Slide through corners and hit the wall or barely tap the wall and stand off again. That's why a lot of my tune-ups, if you ever find one, it's got a lot of acceleration to this because of that. I try to go for acceleration and handling so I can take the turns at higher speeds. But I usually lose out on top speed. So if you're good at not hitting stuff when you take the corners, my teams will not work well. I mean, they will, but if it comes down to a long straightaway, the other guy. It's one of those things where I know I'm going to mess up, so I just make it where I can easily recover, more easily recover. Wow, we're not even halfway done. Over that. Cover that railing. I've done that a few times and you automatically pretty much lose the says you missed the checkpoint, but it teleports you back. So that's not always good. Covered! Woo! I thought I was about to slow down again. Alright. I never make that turn. This long straightaway is where I would have people pass me, so you gotta try to block them out with your car. That's usually my strategy, is I get ahead and then I use my car to block them out. You gotta pay attention to when you have to. I lost too much speed through there. I'm getting better at correcting that. Almost to the point where I could probably step up into the faster class. They have caught up with me though. See, you can see their headlights, so you can kind of steer into their way. See, I'll get a little bit ahead of them. Ah, see, I blocked one and the other one. And they are uber aggressive since that last update. They are constantly trying to spin me out. Alright. Let me get back ahead of that guy. This is quite a bit faster than me on this side. That actually saved us. Was able to loop it back around and hit the wall and just went straight in. Hopefully we can catch him. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Yeah, he's taking off. That's the weird thing, like all of a sudden there'll be like one car that is like in the back the whole time, and all of a sudden towards the end they just take off and you cannot catch them. Yeah, we're not gonna catch up. Yep, now we lost even more. That's what happens on the long races. You have to have a specialized car just for yeah, he's so far ahead. That is ridiculous. And this is on average, and that guy's probably got I don't know, a few seconds, 0 to 60 head start, and here's a higher top speed than us. And the fun part is, pretty much you always get the same set of cars, it seems like. But it's always like the guys off my friends list who are on the racing, so they got a ridiculous margin. That's like one of my friends who hates racing, or hates the road races, because I got that paper. It's absolutely ridiculous on acceleration. Block him, block him, block him. Yeah, look how far he is ahead now. That is ridiculous. He's probably a good 5 or 6 seconds ahead of this one. There's no hope. See, that's why you gotta try to block them out when they're coming past you. But I blocked the other guy that was, right next to me. So this guy is able to barrel past us and not. Oh, shoot. I did not miss that checkpoint. Well, we lost the race. Lost it. I did not miss that though. I ran over the flag. That is the stupidest thing too. Because there's sometimes where I've noticed if you're in the air, it will sometimes not count you. Even if you're in between the two flags, it will still say that you missed it. Because it happens, like my buddy was watching it happen. That's an ongoing glitch or what? That is so messed up. I was in second place and got teleported back. That's kind of messed up.
Not bad. Not bad. It's not called the gauntlet for nothing.
We got a ton of cash.
Should we run out again?
Yeah, look at that. $53,000. I'm trying to save up for $2 million for a specific house right now. And we rolled it up. Ooh, what do we get? A Ferrari! I think that's like my second or third one, all from wheel spins. That's pretty much the only way I get Ferraris right now, because I don't really, they're not one of my favorites because I like doing the rally racing. So yeah. Well, that was disheartening. Alright, what else we got? Let's see. Got that rally race. I've unlocked the Colossus. It's gonna be the same thing, but on the road. I guess we could try that. What's the closest place to teleport to, though? Or, you know what, we can drive there. But I need to switch cars. Change car. So the question is going to be, do we want to go, let's see, we'll go S2. The ones I've got set up for road racing are the Caterham, this Corvette, and then the Centenaro, and both the Porsches. So any suggestions on which ones we should use? Is there a way to do just show favorites? I think. Oh, there we go, favorites. So yeah, see, that one's set up for whatever. What was that? Oh, it's motion. That's front door. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty much Centenaro, Cayman, or Caterham. Apparently nobody's chatting right now. Let's go with this one. Oh, you know, it helps if I actually select the thing, huh? Stuck the landing, but not this one. And we're on a roof. Maybe I shouldn't use this car. I had this one set up for one of the seasonal events. And there. Okay. You know. It's too overcharged. Wow, I'm doing terrible. My reaction time is
In 400 yards, turn right.
Turn right. Do this too. I knew I was going to hit that wall. has a pretty sweet Lotus that I need to unlock and then get the tube for. Because he was ridiculous like that. He would just take off. We were doing co-op stuff. And it's the same guy with the Viper, the slide box. I just don't have the reaction time to do it. That and I need to spend more time.
If you want to swing by the garage, I've got that Lotus Elise polished up and looking pretty sweet.
There's the Elise. I don't have. I forgot what the one that he had was the GT. Crap, sometime. Yeah, the one he had was like the GT class. So it looked more like a, one of those standard, like not Formula One, but. Go up to this, and I think we want to switch to A-Class again.
You have arrived at your destination.
Well, the question is, do I have an A-Class road race car at the moment? Filter. Let's go A, favorites. I've got one car. That's funny. So much for that idea. I'm debating on whether or not to use this car, or do I go with you know what? Let's go with the Caterham. I've done most of my racing, the street or the rally rate, not rally, circuit sprint stuff with this car. Now it doesn't handle all that great, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I need to customize the A-Class road race car. But we're gonna run the same problem with this car. Like it accelerates super quick, but oh, and it's raining. I hate when it's raining. That car right there, that's the one that. Like, this thing is super, super fast. But I can't take corners at all with this thing. As you can see, I'm catching up pretty well to him. That's gonna be good. I can get back on the road. Alright, there we go. So I'm out ahead. Problem. This thing is like a bullet. So basically, my strategy with this car is to just be so fast that I get enough of a head start that all the times I screw up, I just have so much of a lead that I can stay out ahead. So see, like that. Like that was horrible, taking the corner. But I had enough of a cushion. So basically, once again, it's those long straightaways that they'll be able to catch up to me. That will fight me. Like this. This, they will probably be able to start catching up to me. Oh, don't hit trees. Really? Does really weird things like that. Like it has so much power that it will just start going sideways still. So Especially, it's the wet roads. I think that's my problem right now. Really? Well, now we're in 8th place. Last place. Okay. 4 cars ahead of us. Let's see if we can catch up. See, that's what I'm talking about. This thing's acceleration. Oh, don't lose it. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to focus. Going this fast, it's hard for me to talk and focus at the same time. Alright. See, I'm at my top speed. So if they're faster, then I'm in trouble. Alright, there we go. And see, look, if you had not been on the right side of the road, that would have bit me. Yeah, see, this is going to be my problem. If they are faster, I was doing so well, and then they hit me or something like that. Now I'm in last place again. Well, 7th this time. It doesn't take much to throw me off. They hit me again. Probably won't be able to catch back up now. I think they are all far enough ahead. Depends on how long the straightaway is. Whether or not I can catch them. Taps me into the tree just as I was about to catch up. That is so annoying. Oh, 98%, we're not going to catch them all. What? Okay, those were glass normally. Normally I would go straight through those without a problem, but of course, I guess it's the Caterham. It just doesn't have very much mass, so it doesn't push through those things like that. But yeah, that's the thing. This car, you're always right on the edge of being just a hair too powerful. But once it gets up and going, it just takes off. Oh, another level. Road racing round 12. Navy top hat unlocked. And 55, we should get a spin. Come on, money. Yep, 30,000. Nice. Working our way up to that 2 mil we need for that house. But yeah, this car is just insane. Oh, there's actually a race right here that we have not done. So let's try it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice a lot more before I try to do the gauntlets again. Alright. Let's see, Edinburgh Station. Of course, I also have the Corvette. And the Viper. Or we could do one of the Porsches. Let's do one of the Porsches. I've always had a thing for Porsche. I love their looks. They're just very expensive to maintain. Alright. Here we go. Boom. What a band. That is This car is set up with a little bit more handling in mind. Compared to the Cayman. Those are designed for those courses that have a lot more turns, which I figured was It's gonna be weird with it being so short of a race compared to the last two. Slides a little bit more than I intend. Oh, wow. That was an accident network. That's the one thing I'm not used to, is racing on the wet roads. I'm fine in the mud, like when we're doing the rally racing, but the wet roads, the cars that are not still on the wet roads, that's where we're losing. Taking the corners, right? Oh, don't hit that this time. I think I actually really does better than safety. See, that's what we're doing. Accelerate. Take the corners better. That goes to show you definitely have well-rounded skills. I do much better on the rally. Where you're trying to drift around those corners to keep your speed up through the mud. Got a little bit, but not too much more. All right. Let's see. Do we have an actual rally? What am I doing? World map. We already did that one. I'm trying to find ones that we haven't done, but me liking rallies, of course, I've done most of them. It also helps if there's a place where we can teleport easily to them too. That looks like the only two we've got. Oh, actually we do have a house right there. So let us teleport there. And then we'll grab our Subaru. Alright. Or we could actually go with a different car completely. No, I over there.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
House.
In 100 yards, turn left.
Alright. Or we could pick a new rally car and set it up. Oh, garage. What did I get? Oh, barn find. Let's see which one we got. It was the Lotus, wasn't it? GT1. Yeah,
these were built
one.
as GT races, but you could convert them to a road spec if you passed the special vehicle approval test. I guess this one never did. Lucky for us here at Horizon, we're exempt.
Let's see, my cars. Filter. Let's see, we want... Retro Rally, Classic Rally, Rally Monsters. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, what do we got? We've got the Sport Quattro, which I believe that was one of the barn finds. This was one of the ones from the season, I think. Of course, we got our Cosworth. A Lancia Rallye Fluvia? Interesting. A Metro, an MG Metro. S1. Oh, it came that way. There's our Mitsubishi I was talking about. And we got the Forza Edition Peugeot. I don't remember what I got that from. I might have purchased it. We got the Celica we had just got. And then we got a Volvo. I was messing around with this Subaru a little bit. Let's take the new Celica out. Like, we literally just got this thing, so let's give it a try. We'll modify it, spend a little bit of money, get it up to A rank. I do like the looks of these old Celicas. Alright, so upgrades. Custom upgrades. Well, we could go for find a tune. So we got some B ranks. There's an A rank. What is this person ranked at? Rank 3. 13. 4. Rank 20. So that one actually ought to be pretty good. But it's based on how many other people use your thing. See, like, here's a rank 20. Is there multiple of the same guy? Nope. Here's a rank 20A. So let's see. Front brake, I think. I'm not sure what the front is. So we're using the same engine, but it has more horsepower, more torque. He's cut down the weight, and the front is down. Okay. So high acceleration and a launch. Or we can go try to make our own. But yeah, if you don't want to try to mess with all the stuff, you can always go that route yourself. Let's see, we've got this. This takes us up quite a few points. But I feel like we can probably use the current engine. And of course we got aero. Oh, okay. So street front bumper, non-adjustable Varus, adjustable Varus, and Forza. Let's see, so the manager's at that button. Oh no, that's not what I was looking for. It says it's, oh, it's not adjustable. You know what, I think we're gonna keep that one. I don't really like the looks of the other ones. I like the old school look at that. Not really feeling those. Since we are setting this up for rally and not street. No, we'll just leave it the way it is then. Okay. Tires. The number one thing you want when you're doing rally is rally tires. Now this is going to take me up quite a few points. Since we're all-wheel drive, we also want to make our tires wider. Although that's not giving me better acceleration. Normally it gives you better acceleration. Well, never mind on that. And then one thing, if you didn't know, taking like a pound off your wheels is like taking 10 pounds off the car. So it's always a great idea, especially in real life, if you're looking for a great way to get a little bit better acceleration and whatnot. Some lighter rims are always a good option. In fact, they're better than doing like an air intake. And typically the ones that weigh the least are these, and that's why you see these on a lot of my cars. These, and then there was another one. Let's see, it's these. But any of them are pretty good. Trying to see what other ones there are that are 29 pounds or less. Got those. That's kind of like the old school muscle car style. It's a 10 pound slider. 20, 10, 29. These aren't too bad. 29. I kind of like those. Oh, those are welds. Okay, weld racing. Those are always pretty cool. And let's see what else we got in the multi-piece. So these are 20 pound slider. I don't like the looks of those. I like those actually. Ah, classic 5 spokes. Nope, we're going with classic 5 spokes. Alright. Okay. We don't do that. This will always give us better handling without really messing with our stuff. Always want to go with more of these. They usually don't take up too many points. But this allows you to have all the tunable, whatever you want to call it, options. Always upgrade your brakes. Number one, always upgrade your brakes. And if you're doing rally, you want the rally clearance. Sway bars, always a good option. You can kind of adjust how much roll you have. Like these are, I'm going for all the stuff that gives me, whatever you call it, tunability. Okay, so there's the weight. And now, since we didn't get one of those other engines, we should be able to do quite a bit here to get our power. Up quite a bit. It's not going to be nearly as high as like that one tune the guy did. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, that's going to be the problem, is now we're going to get up to the point where, yeah, it's probably about as good as we're going to do. We might be able to fit in the lightweight flywheel. Yep. And that's pretty much my typical setup. I always go from right to left. If you don't have all-wheel drive, I tend to always get all-wheel drive. I do like that ability because it seems like you pull through the corners a little bit better. Downforce with the arrow is always good. Tires, always make sure to select, even though this is what's going to cost you. If you're not doing rally, you can probably get away with some of the more standard tires, but rally, you absolutely have to have the rally tires for sure. And then widening to give you a little bit better handling. After that, always go for all the drivetrain upgrades to give you the tuning capability. Always upgrade your brakes. Suspension, if you're going rally, typically you want a little bit better clearance. And then these are optional, depends on how much you want to tune it. And then the roll cage is kind of optional as well. You could go with one of the lower levels if you wanted to. And then weight you can kind of, you can play around with it a little bit to get you down in some spots if you want to. But weight definitely increases your acceleration if you have less weight. Alright, install the setup. How much is it going to cost us? 47,000. So as much as we just won from one of those long races. Okay, and then tune. Oh, nope, that's not what I need. Tuning. There's what we need. Alright, so I don't really mess with the tire pressure all that much. Final drive, this is where you can, if you tend to spin out, you can take a little bit out of the first gear to keep you from spinning out quite so bad. Most likely it won't matter that much with this car just because we don't have that much. Camber, if it's a lot of corners, you definitely want to, hey Juliana, if you've got a lot of corners, you're gonna, you can put it to where the toe of the wheel, which means it kind of leans in towards your car, and the toe, which is the bottom of the wheel, goes out. That way you can take corners better. Anti-roll, you can stiffen them to make it to where the body roll doesn't happen quite as much. Springs, typically I make the front a little bit stiffer. That way it sits back on the rear, where I'm not losing as much. Basically, it helps you transfer the weight to the rear better. Works better in rear-wheel drive cars, but all-wheel drive it's useful too. Dampening. This is how much the body bounces or how stiff it is. I'm not going to mess with that for this car. Downforce, because we don't have anything. Brake balance. So this is a very big thing that you can play around with. Basically, it changes how your car handles when you hit the brakes, whether it kind of dips more or hangs back a little bit more. So definitely play around with that. And then differential, you know me, I go for acceleration. So yeah, that's probably pretty good, just for playing around with this car. Alright, so let us get over to the race. I forgot to paint it. That's okay. I like the stock look. Alright, so let's get up to the race. Yo, Nick Santana. Not sure what
Turn
you mean by
around
that.
when it is safe to do so. In 100 yards, turn left. In 400 yards, turn left.
The house we're saving up for, it actually gives us the ability to fast travel from anywhere instead of just houses. So as long as we set that as our home base, I believe is how we do it. Yeah, I could do with a little bit more acceleration, but it's a rally car, so as long as I can take it. Obviously I can't. Horrible. Horrible. Almost there. This car may not do as well because I'm doing a lot more. The problem is I have to do a few races before I can really tune it to
You have arrived at your
what
destination.
exactly is lacking, or what we need to do to make it slightly better. So we got a sleeper car. Fuzzy on the rims. The rims do make it look modified. Maybe not. Alright, there we go. Well, I don't spin out, so that's a good thing. And we got what? Ooh, he tried to take me out. I've noticed since that last update they try to do that. They'll come up right into your rear quarter panel and try to, yeah, the acceleration is horrible. They try to do like the pit maneuver, like the police do, and they will spin you out all the time. Yep, I'm not going to do well with this car. Definitely needs more acceleration. Although most likely once it gets up and moving, it's probably got a higher top speed. Like, yeah, see, now I'm starting to pass them. Definitely based around having that higher top speed kind of catch up to me. I could have sworn this was a rally. But it seems like look how well they take the turn. I need to get a better controller, I think, because mine, it's for acceleration, it's either full on or full off. It doesn't really have that much adjustability. Catching up to him now. Still like my Delon. Or it's not the Delon, it's the see, this is the type of racing. Slide off the thing and miss the checkpoint again. Our thing. Because now we're in last place. Yep. I'm not doing all that well today. Yeah, we're definitely not to modify that car. You didn't know the level though. Floral Wellies. Those are rain boots from the UK. Alright. I think we got time enough for one more race. Let's see what we got close by. Trying to keep this to around an hour. Is there a new one? Oh, nope, we did both those. There's a street race. Guess we could do that.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
If you're wondering how I got so many levels, even though I'm apparently terrible at racing, what I do is I do not take the road. So going cross country, destroying stuff, jumping, and stuff like that, you can get so many points and so big multipliers that you can
400
rack
yards,
up levels
turn left.
real quick. Especially if you pick races that are
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright. So last race, hopefully we can actually win one. Let's see, what do we want to use? We could go with the Caterham. Now this is my drag race car, so definitely don't want to use it. Problem is, a lot of these I have not modified or even attempted to tune yet. Got that. You know what? Let's use the Legacy. I tend to do best with this car, even on the road courses. I kind of did that color just as I'm playing around, because this is like the second or third car I got. forgot there's other cars on the road. Yeah, I've not done a lot of these. Because they're always at night, so it's very hard to see where you're going. And then the other cars on the road are kind of oh, that's bad. That's very bad. And yeah, you don't have the walls that I run into to keep my cars. That means the other cars instead. Wow. Yep. Yeah, we're not gonna hit them. They're so far ahead and they can take off so much faster. And I can go. Does not help. Oh, great. Well, we're about to be in last place. Oh, no. Okay. Not doing all that well. Okay, now I'm going to the other side. That's horrible. Ah, yeah, that's it. Last place. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah. Earned quite a bit of money, but yeah, I'm just not doing all that great today. My reaction time is off. Uber aggressive drivers and whatnot. But anyway, that's probably a good spot to leave it. So that's Meriden Gaming. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on both Twitch and YouTube. If you have any other games you want to see, just let me know. I've got quite a large library of games, depending on your tastes. I've got a lot of survival games, strategy games, a few first-person shooters. I don't really do PvP all that much, but I can. I'm not great at that. Let's see what else we got. We got a few different racing games, mostly dirt racing, rally racing. We've got the off-road, whatever that was called, snow runner, mud tires game. We've got Elite Dangerous. We could do combat. What else do we have? I don't know. We got all kinds of things. Skyrim. Of course, everyone's got Skyrim. So I'm not even going to attempt to play that because I know everyone's watched that 1,000 times. But yeah. Anyway,